My name's Louise Clarke, and I've worked with drug users for many years and specialised in working with crack and cocaine users. In the 90s I was doing it in England, which wasn't happening. Anyway, the issue I want to discuss about, or the topic I want to discuss today is Chinese herbs, Chinese medicine as an alternative to detoxing from any drug really. I mean, I've used it with helping cracks, cocaine, heroin users, methadone, diazepam, alcohol, and all the cold turkey of, say, even heroin. People complain of cold hands and feet, but the other symptoms are dealt with this herb. Now the interesting thing is the herb is a mixture of herbs, it's a combination. It's called Xiao with Xiao, which I will write down for you. But it's not really created for that reason. It's created to help people with anxiety, depression, to keep them calm if they're like a nervy type of person. But the herbs that are in the combination also work to detox from drugs and rebalance the body. And when you're using drugs quite a lot, it's throwing the body out of balance. It's training the body to get the system of your body to get used to the same, to get used to it staying hyper or depressed. But when you take the drug away, then it's like the balance has to rebalance, it has to reshift it. So these herbs help with that, help with the rebalancing of the body once you do decide to abstain from any drug. Also they help to keep you calm. I mean, because really in Chinese medicine, then it's about yin and yang, it's about balance, it's about if you was balanced, then you would be calm. You actually would feel a bit like you're in a zone, drugged out, because you're balanced. So in the Western world we're rushing, we're not necessarily balanced, we're going a bit faster than we are meant to. So it helps calm the person, it helps rebalance the chemistry of the body, and it also detoxes all the rubbish out of the body. Now the thing is, I've spoken about the herbs on other videos I've made for crack users online and cocaine and heroin users. But in them videos I did show these little pills here that I can show again. And these are the herbs, and these are Xiao, and you have these little balls in these bottles, which I sell, but it doesn't matter, you can buy them elsewhere, but you can buy them from me if you want. I sell them so that you can get them. They're little shiny balls, they're easy to swallow, and you take about 8 in the morning and 8 in the evening, and if 8 wasn't enough, take another 8, say. You wouldn't need more than 16. Now, the thing is, they sell well in my shop, but recently what's happened is I've got these other ones that are in the box in a sachet, and it doesn't matter, I'm not really in the business for making money, but they've run out of date, so I'm giving them out. When I send out my books that I sell online, then I send a couple of these in the post, but I explain that they've run out of date. Now the thing is, people say, oh well, there you are, you learnt your lesson, so sell these ones, because these ones sell out. But these ones are actually better than these ones. So I'm not saying these are rubbish, but these are harder to swallow. You open the packet. I can show you. You open the packet. It's just, I was taught by a doctor, Chinese doctor, Dr. Zhang, and what happened was he helped me with my spinal problems years ago. And then he went to China and he said, oh, do you want me to bring anything back? And I said, yes, herbs for the crack users. And these are what he came back with. And so he explained, so these ones are a little drier. They are a little harder to swallow, but you just take it, drink it with some water. But you drink that, you'd use the whole packet. And in the box you'd get 10 packets in one box. And one packet would do you all day. It was sort of equivalent to the 8, but it's just it's more powerful. So I'm giving them another chance, because even though they didn't sell, and so I'm giving them away, I've ordered some more. I've ordered a whole new batch, because I see it as, no, maybe I didn't explain it clear enough. But these are the best, where these ones are good, but these, it's different. I don't know, that's what he told me, and he's a Chinese doctor, so he was the one who advised me. Anyway, I just want to make it clear about the herbs. Now, I've also got, while I'm here, these ones and these ones, and these are, I can explain it, because sometimes if you're not Chinese you may not understand all the thinking behind the herbs, and it's like it's all confusing. So these ones are called Xiao, and Xiao is a common herbal formula that the Chinese use for depression, and they call them sometimes a happy pill. These are Jewi Xiao, and these are Jewi Xiao, and therefore the Jewi is the added ingredient, and it's the Jewi that makes them stronger than the Xiao. It's like the Jewi takes out the heat. The body becomes too hot, and these take out the heat in the body. So you've also may see online they sell Bazi Xiao, but anyway, I've got the Xiao for people that just want a lighter formula. I mean, you can take these herbs, as I say, you could take them if you had trouble sleeping, because some people will take the herbs to detox, because they help to detox off of drugs, but also after, they're quite good if you have problems sleeping, if you have problems just relaxing, and they're non-addictive, they're not drugs, they're herbs. Amounts to take is 1 or 2 sachets, or as I say, 8 to 16 little balls in the morning, and then the same at night. I mean, if you're just using them for sort of depression or something, then you wouldn't need as much. This is about the amounts you need to come off of a heavy drug. But 2 in the morning, 2 at night. If you're pregnant, 1. Not because it would do that, but the Chinese doctors would recommend that you take them for 6 days and then stop for 1 day, and then 6 days and stop for 1 day, because they'd say that the strain on the stomach, you'd end up with sort of diarrhea or something if you just kept taking them. But the thing is, if you're a drug user, you've got to weigh up the balance, haven't you? Because it's like, if it's keeping you clean, like to say come off of crack, you'd need it for about a month to take them to deal with all the cravings, because they will also remove the cravings. They don't remove them totally. I mean, obviously if you sit there with people using drugs, but it's like they do help, because a lot of the craving for drugs is where the body's asking to rebalance, in a sense, and it's used to drugs rebalancing. So the cravings would reduce within a month, and they'd stop after a month with crack. With heroin, maybe 2 weeks you'd need it for a cold turkey, because the body tends to take about 2 weeks to readjust its balances, and that's what you'd be asking it to do. So if you're coming off of drugs, then I see it as 6 days, 7 days. I'd do the 2 weeks, but I'm not a doctor. I can't. I can't be sued in court. But yes, to have them for 2 weeks, then I'd say use 2 weeks. If you're going to use them for sleeping and that, then try to have a day off every week. Would be advised. But it depends. You know, you might suffer from constipation or something, mightn't you? Right. Also, while I'm talking, I might as well tell you, oops, there goes the box of them. That's the box they come in. Just want to show you the 2 books that you can also buy that I've written: How to Stop Crack Cocaine, which talks about the herbs in there, and How to Stop Using Cocaine, Crack and Cocaine. So, there's videos online. Everything I do is usually under Higher Insight, as I say. My name is Louise Clarke, and my websites are higherinsight.co.uk, higherinsight.webs.com. The herbs are on sale there. We've also got a little shop on eBay. I think I'm charging about £9. I can't remember the exact price. It's about £9 and £9 something for the books. So if you buy them today, I'd send them today, or by tomorrow. And so, yes, I wish you well with that, and I hope I've made that clearer now with the herbs. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.